And here we are on at the Moose Jaw Alliance Church up on 9th Avenue. But it's not the church that we're interested in today. It's the shoebox thing that's coming up. And I've got Bud Guidus, who's the organizer, honcho, big guy.
Not the organizer, I'm just one of the workers.
One of the workers. And so welcome, Bud, to the show.
Well, thanks, Lyle.
And what we're going to talk about today, Bud, is of course, this is a wonderful program. It started, well, you give me the history of Christmas Child.
Operation Christmas Child actually started in, it was about 1990 when a couple from Wales went to Romania and saw the orphanages, and they were just overwhelmed with the need of these children, and they decided to do something about it. They organized a convoy of, I think it was about 9 or 10 trucks bringing medical supplies, food, clothing, and Christmas gifts. In '93, it was picked up by Samaritan's Purse, which is an organization, a Christian organization run by Franklin Graham. And they started what we now know as the Operation Christmas Child, the shoe boxes. Mm-hmm. And since then, it has just grown exponentially. It's just great. It's exciting to see how people get involved. We actually, this last year in Canada, or in the world, we collected well over 8 million boxes to give to countries around the world. And we're hoping this year to get to the 100 millionth box. And I think that's just exciting.
That's amazing, because you think of starting off with 7 or 8 or 9 trucks, mm-hmm. lorries, I guess we should say, because they're Welsh. Yeah, and then it came to Canada. And you were telling me earlier on that Moose Jaw actually had a start, and it was at your school when you were principal at Palliser.
When I was principal at Palliser, one of the staff members, Corey Lewis, I got very involved with Operation Christmas Child, the shoebox. And I can just remember we had a room that she used. It happened to be an empty room, and the whole back of the room was full of shoe boxes. And the kids just caught the spirit, and it probably started in the early 90s, 94, 93, somewhere. I'm not sure exactly this date in Moose Jaw, but right around there.
Quickly into Canada and quickly into Moose Jaw.
Oh, very quickly, right. And it's just grown since then. We've had a number of different organizers, Darlene Frusen, Phil Sigelkow, and Marley McLeod is our organizer right now, in charge. So it has been a great organization. It involves schools, clubs, churches, and individuals like you and I getting involved. The other day we were on the street. People were stopping by and picking up boxes and giving us donations to help with the transportation. So people in Moose Jaw are so generous. We're just so pleased to be here.
I talked to Darlene when she was the leader, and she got to go on some of the trips to disperse it. And she was down in Central America and Mexico, and she said it was a life-changing opportunity for her.
Oh yeah, and some of the stories that come back, Lyle, it just kind of breaks your heart to hear how these children are touched by such a simple thing. One of the teachers said to me one day, I thought it was rather poignant. She said, this gives children a chance, and not just children I'm thinking, but gives us a chance to get out of ourselves and do some little thing for other people. And maybe it's not a big thing in the scheme of things what we do, but for those children it is just amazing, for the children who receive these little gifts.
And of course, as I said, it's not just Romania now. The operation covers worldwide needs. And I don't know, do you have any information about how many places you go to and things like that?
Actually, from Canada, the shoe boxes will be going to Latin America, Argentina, Guatemala, Venezuela, Chile, Costa Rica, Haiti, Nicaragua, Uruguay, and several countries in Africa. So it's spread around Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Senegal, and that's just Canadian boxes. So boxes from the United States, boxes from Europe will go other places. I believe there are 10 countries involved, and we go to 130 countries overall.
Wow, 10 countries involved in creating the boxes and 130 recipients. Mm-hmm. Now, we talk about the boxes, and there's things that you should put in and things that you might want to consider. And you've got a couple behind me here. What a nice display. You should have been an elementary school teacher with the way you got this set up.
That might be because I was, I learned from all those great primary teachers who know so well. The boxes, we have to be cautious about certain things that we can put in boxes. There are certain things we can put in and certain things we can't put in. One of the things that we can't put any liquid. We can't put toothpaste. We can't put soft candies. Those sorts of things we try to avoid just because of the possibility of contamination, and they won't get through customs. So what happens here is we'll fill these boxes, all kinds of good things like here, crayons, yo-yos, slinkies, and even stuffed toys, hats, T-shirts, all kinds of neat little things that you can put in here, little football, cars. And if you pack a box, you can pack it for a boy or for a girl. And there, even if you look at the form, you can even specify the age that you prefer to pack a box for. They go here, we pack them up, they're shipped to Calgary. And Calgary, they don't change them, they go through them to make sure that everything is in there. We don't put in things like war toys or violent things, just because we're trying not to promote that. And so we try to be cautious about those sorts of things. So when you pick up a package, you can actually pick up a brochure, and the brochure will tell you some of the things you can put in and some of the things you can't put in. And I think we try to watch that. It's been pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, I remember it was odd. One of the communities I worked in with the military, and they didn't want to do it because it was a Christian thing, and they thought it should be not denominational. It was not denominational. It's just about helping people. And I just go like, shake your head, folks.
Yeah, it's so true. We're trying to help kids. It's a little thing, but we think it's a little thing on our part. But it's not. It's a big thing. We can show people that, hey, here's a gift of love. And that's what this Welsh couple thought. Hey, a gift of love to somebody less fortunate. And yes, it's run by a Christian organization, but that's what we should be doing. We should be helping people. Yeah. So
it's part of what being a Christian is. Now, here's what the boxes that you have look like.
Yeah, the boxes, they'll come flat. You can fold them. They come up to an open box. This one's just empty, but and then there'll be a brochure, and you can put a brochure inside the box. And some people use little plastic boxes as long as they're like shoe boxes. You don't have to use the actual these boxes. You can use any shoe box, but we try to keep them close to this size, just for
it helps to maneuver around and pack them. Yeah, for sure.
And then put them in, and then you get quite a selection. Some people are very creative. You can even put in a picture, a little note, if you want, and some people do that. And they actually, this last year, they had contact with one of our boxes went to one of the Latin American countries with a note in it. A girl sent a note back, and they somehow made contact with that child here in Moose Jaw. So I think that's pretty exciting.
And so, do we have any goals locally for this?
Locally, last year we raised, I believe we got over 2,400 boxes, and we had 2,344, and we're hoping for 3,000 boxes this year. I believe we can reach that goal quite easily. Everybody takes a part, and one box or two boxes. So.
Well, it's a thing that's grown, and we start off with, somebody just taking it upon themselves, and then it grows and it becomes part of what we have to do. Oh, it's this time of year, we have to do shoe boxes, and everybody should get that in their lifestyle to just say, yep, it's what we have to do now, and this is what we're going to do. So.
I think it's kind of funny because some people start buying shoebox stuff in the summer. Like we've done that several times. Oh yeah, hey, good for the shoebox. We've been in stores and people are looking around and say, oh, I'm trying to find stuff for shoeboxes. And hey, good for you. And so, there's a little cost to it. We want to put in a $7 cost to help with the shipping. So when you pack a box, put in a check or cash, and it will be taken care of. So,
who do they make the check out to?
Operation Christmas Child, and it'll be listed right in the brochure. Okay. So.
And the brochure's in the box, so if you don't bring your own, if you bring your own box, you have to maybe pick up a brochure somewhere.
We'll need a brochure because we'll need to identify who the box is for, and if we have a second here, it says right on the back where the boxes go, or who they go to, a girl or a boy, and all the information of what you can put in, school supplies, etc., that you can put in, and stuff you can't put in, and so it's all right there.
And it helps kids to be kids. And, they get to, sometimes they're working when they're young, and they don't have a lot of chance and the opportunity to go out and just have some fun. So if you put a toy in there, that gives them a chance and an opportunity to be
we don't realize how much we have and how little other people have. So I think it helps us to broaden our scope just a little bit.
So if people want to pick up boxes, there's places all over town, and you've got a list of them.
We have boxes everywhere. We have boxes at Staples. We have boxes at Walmart, Moose Jaw Express, Zellers, Dollar Store with More, Dollar Giant, Giant Tiger, Superstore. Of course, the Alliance Church has boxes, and a number of the other churches have boxes as well that you can pick them up. And you can drop them off. There are places to drop them off. Of course, the Alliance Church, this is our collection place. Moose Jaw Express, Staples, and Golden West Radio. The Warriors are behind us again this year, which I think is exciting. And they're giving out boxes in 2 games on the 4th and the 12th, and they're picking them up on the 21st. So if
actually take them down to the Mosaic place.
Yeah, okay. And what happens is if you bring in a box, you can they get your name in for a draw for a signed Warriors jersey. So
there you go. Maybe we'll pack one of those in a box.
That's a good idea. They're a little big, maybe, but.
Yeah. Well, but thanks very much for taking time to set up the display and to share with us today about what Operation Christmas Child is and how people can become involved.
It's my pleasure, Lyle, and I just hope people do get behind it, and just a little thing that we can all do. Everybody helps. It makes our numbers go up. So,
for sure. Well, best of luck with that.